AI can answer any question, better than you ever could. It's like having a student who memorized every textbook in the world but has never wondered, but why though? Now the smartest person is just the one who asks a decent question. We are all just becoming dumber and smarter at the same time. So if AI has all the answer, who's asking better questions? So right now, you probably think that you need to know more, learn more skills, and consume more knowledge, and outcompete AI with knowledge. Good luck with that part. The people winning aren't the one who knows the most. They are the one who are curious enough to ask the question that nobody else is asking. And I'm saying this as someone who has always been the one asking, but what if? Apparently, that mindset is worth something in this AI era. And in this video, I'm gonna show you how curiosity works and why in an AI world, it is your only real advantage. Curiosity isn't about being naturally smart, and it's not about being creative. Curiosity is about one thing, asking why, without any filter. When you were a kid, you did this constantly, asking different kind of questions. Why is the sky blue? Why do I have to sleep? And why can I not eat candy all the time? And that is curiosity, your natural state. But somewhere between the age of 10 and 25, you learn to stop asking. When I was 18, I was working at an airport cafe. It wasn't an amazing job. I had to work up early, make some coffee, and deal with chaos. But somewhere between the rush, there was also all these quiet moments. And then I start noticing something. The people flying domestically, short flights, they looked stressed, tired, grumpy, and sad. But the people flying internationally, they looked excited, they looked happy, and they looked that they were having some fun. So my curious mind asked the question, why? And the obvious answer is that they were going on a vacation. But I kept asking, but wait. People flying domestically might also be going somewhere fun. So why the difference? And then it hit me. The international passengers had given themselves permission to be excited, to be happy. They weren't checking emails, they weren't stressed about work. But the domestic passenger, they were still in work mode. It wasn't about where they were going, it was more about permission. So now as a creator, that observation changed my perspective. Because most creatives ask, what do people want to watch? And they make content based on that algorithm. But because I was curious enough to ask a deeper question, I realized something. That people don't just want content. They want permission. They want permission to feel a certain way, permission to think differently, and permission to ask a different kind of question. A question they have been taught to not ask. And that is the content that resonates. And that is the content that goes viral. While everyone else is making content based on what is trending, the best thing to do here is to make content based on what people are hungry for, but don't know how to ask for. And then you will ask yourself, how do you find that? And the answer is by asking better questions. Do you remember when you were a kid, you had a box of 100 different colors? You grabbed them all, you mixed them, you tried, and if it didn't work, you tried again. You had total permission. But when you get older, you have a new box, gray pens this time. You put away the colors, not because you had to, because you learned somewhere that that's not how things are working anymore. And here's the thing, you didn't lose the ability. You gave your permission to someone else. Now you have more freedom than the age of 10. You can choose any color, ask any question, and create anything. But you still choose black and white. And curiosity is remembering that you have the permission to use any of them. So here's my question. What is your black pen? When are you going to put it down and grab a different color? Because you have the permission. You just forgot about it. And that is basically curiosity. Not just learning new things all the time. It's more about remembering something that you already know. AI has all the answers now. So the only thing left that matters is who is asking better questions. And here is what is beautiful. AI can do the boring stuff, which means you finally have permission to be creative. You have a box with hundreds of colors, and that is AI, a tool, infinite possibilities. But you also have the permission to use those colors, not by learning more, but by giving yourself permission to wonder again. And curiosity, that's just permission. Permission to ask, permission to wonder, permission to choose your colors. So, what color are you choosing today? Thank you.